Good morning, everyone. You know what we're doing here. We're doing another Songs I Love, and today we're doing a song by Walk the Moon, who I've already done one of these for them. I did for Shut Up and Dance, which was kind of like their big radio song. And this song might not be as, radio friendly because of the subject matter. Even though I did hear 1 foot off of this record on the radio, though, like 1 foot in front of the other. That one was on the radio, and I don't know how popular it got, but this one, because of subject matter, I don't think so. But the song title is Feels Good to Be High, from their album What If Nothing, which, just look at the album cover for this. It's like probably one of my favorite album covers. I love this aesthetic, like when people like merge different like weathers and galaxies and just make it as big as possible. It's got these 2 children holding hands, and one of them's like this futuristic like galaxy god kid from Mass Effect 3, and the other one's just a normal kid. And this was produced by Mike Elizondo, and he is known, if I click on his page here on Genius, and my computer's being slow, he's worked on Heathens by 21 Pilots, some Ed Sheeran songs, In the Club by 50 Cent, Just Lose It by Eminem, so he's got a colorful background there. Got some interesting songs under his belt. But this one, Feels Good to Be High, is about... Hold on, I'm getting a phone. Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is Timothy Churchill with Warranty Services. How are you today? You should have received something in the mail about your car's warranty expiring. Since we did not hear from you, we are giving you a final courtesy call.
Don't you just love scams? Anyway, so, this song, so this song, the subject matter, is feels good to be high, and basically that's the idea of the song. And first off, I know for people who don't do any of that kind of things, it doesn't reference drugs, it doesn't reference smoking marijuana, it doesn't reference any of that. High is, just another word for feels good to be like feeling good. Like you're on top of the world. So like if you think, oh, that's gonna alienate me, drugs, it's not like that. Like there's literally no reference to any of that stuff. It's very open to interpretation. And this is the 10th track off of Walk the Moon's 3rd studio album, etc., etc. Yeah, like, he also just says, feels good to be high, feel alive, like, it's just a feel-good song, whether you're under the influence or not. And going to the lyrics here, when the lightning bolt strikes on a clear blue sky, I'm chillin'. When the good times roll at the speed of light, I'm chillin'. When they crampin' my style with a $sign, I'm chillin'. And then when I'm Janessin, I don't even know what that word is. I'm not smart enough for this song. For you in the waiting line, I'm chillin'. And then the pre-chorus, I'm feeling love, I feel alive. Don't care how, don't know why. I feel the wave building up, I'm chillin'. Now tell me, do you feel that rush? And then the chorus, which is, feels good to be high, high, feels good to be alive, live. So the lyrics here, as you can see, it's open to interpretation, and, when you are under the influence, like me particularly, like a lot of people in my social circles, they'll just play like trap rap, and it's just like, not only is that just really boring, like it's so like one note, one dimensional. All the lyrics are about like material things, and when I am under the influence, which I am no longer able to do because drug tests, but when I am under the influence, I like to imagine, I like to be metaphorical as possible. I like to not live in this material world. I like these kinds of feelings. If I do listen to like trappier stuff, it'll be like stuff that's kind of made for that, like Oliver Francis or Kid Cudi kind of stuff. That being said, like, I'm not that I like wouldn't listen to like certain kinds of trap music, but like whenever it plays at party, I'm just like, okay, this is like kind of the obvious dumb choice, and a lot of it's just not even like made to like feel good. It's made for like whoever made it to jerk themselves off to like this dumb beat, like, and sometimes I just get like, and I'm never gonna be upset about it, but I always think sometimes like, man, like, I know that they're doing it just because like they want to appeal to everyone, and that's what they think is the most appealing. But it's like, goddamn, sometimes. But anyway, the bridge, the lyrics go, ooh, the slow motion of it, caught up in the ocean of it, the pressure to be perfect, doesn't matter, it doesn't make my heart go. So, at least, and it doesn't like, again, like if it is talking about being under the influence, it doesn't say like what is their substance. It could be talking about marijuana, it could be talking about harder drugs, maybe he's just fucking sniffing paint, who knows. But it, like, the lyrics of this, like, when you are under the influence, you are more self-aware. That is like one of the, at least, you know, I know it works different for some people, but like that's what happens to me. And like I've looked up a lot of videos about it to try to like understand everything about it, marijuana, that is. And like self-aware is like a big connotation, or it's a big part of it. And like just slow motion, feeling like you're in an ocean, and then like pressure to be something, like never, like, it's weird that like a lot of people, like there's a lyric on here like, if you could be high for the rest of your life. Like the people who do smoke like literally all the time, and they're just high like all day, like every day, it's like a lot of them, like you could look at them and they probably aren't doing a lot of things with their life, but like they're kind of choosing that. They're kind of choosing like doing this brings them happiness and almost allows them to be happy all the time. And it's like, what, that, like, who are we to kind of like judge that person? Like, and a lot of times like you could look at them like, and when I smoke, like it's like I feel worse about myself because I'm so self-aware. Like my mind has expanded, and I will like think deeply about my entire life. And a lot of times I'm just like, oh, I could be doing, oh, I could, like, I just feel like bad about myself. But like for a lot of people, like I've talked to, like they doesn't seem to work that way for them. They just like feel so comfortable with where they are at in life, and when they smoke, like it just makes them happy. They can be happy all the time, and it's like, I don't know, like no matter where they are at in life, they're happy. Like I wish I could be that kind of person. And like I think there are a lot of days where I do like have those feelings, and I do feel that way. But I don't know. I thought this was like an interesting lyric, but and then the ending of this is, close your eyes, the wave is just about to break, embrace the unknown, soaring through space, completely weightless, completely free, close your eyes, the wave is just about to break. Yeah, I love these kinds of lyrics, like I said, like things that are just larger than life, metaphorical, atmospheric, if you want to be a douche, stuff like that. And you know, this matches the cover art perfect. They really knew what they were going for here, and you know, this kind of stuff appeals to me. And it's such a like fun song. It's such a like radio song, despite the fact that, you know, they're not gonna play it on there. It's instrumentally, there's so many things going on with the background that would just like catch your ear. Like it would just be like these little like notes that'll just like take you away from whatever the lyrics are, and you just be like, what? And then like you'll focus on that for a little while. It's a very dynamic song. It's a very like instrumentation kind of song, but like the main, I don't even know the singer of this group, whoever he is, like he has a lot of really good lyrics, and he has a lot of like personal stuff, like on some other songs, like he like just threw in a line that he was gay or whatever. Like he has a lot of lyrics that just like will just like let me think about them for like long periods of time, you know, for a song, where if you're listening to a song you think about a line for like 30 seconds, you know, that's, you know, so that's better than a lot of other songs, like give a little bit of credit there. But it is a really fun song. It's like, this is a lot of the time what I would like to listen to if I was under the influence, like things that like, because when you are under the influence, it's kind of like your taste buds, or like all your senses just kind of like expand, and it's just kind of like you feel things more. And like, for instance, music, you just feel like you're swimming in it, like the ocean that he's kind of comparing it to, and the lyrics. And you're completely free, completely weightless. All these feelings that come with it, that, you know, and it's not always like fucking glamorous. It's like, I feel weird like making this glamorous thing about time. Like, oh, like these fucking kids running around getting high off their asses. Like, it's not glamorous a lot of the time, but it's like people who are responsible and people who like do it legal also. Like, it's like all the world supporting that. Like, I think within the next decade we'll see like a big change with marijuana laws, and hopefully like it's not as stigmatized. But this is becoming like a weird different thing. Like, he's not even talking about that in the song. If you have never done any of that, like, it will not hinder your experience whatsoever. Like, it is a beautiful song despite the subject matter being like that. And there's so many songs I've listened to like over the years that have referenced like getting high or like doing drugs, and it just flew over my head. Like, there are million songs that would just reference like high, and so a lot of the times the excuse is, oh, I'm just feeling like good and up there, like I'm not like under the influence. But like, and now I see it all the time, especially since I've started, or since back in the day when I smoked. Like, I completely like see that all the time in music now. So many musicians are also like drug users, for better or worse. Like, a lot of them do like serious drugs, and you know, some of them are just gross, some of them are like popping pills, and it's just like really gross lyrics about it. But, you know, I've seen people who are like really talented musicians who smoke all the time, and I just don't know how they do it. Like, maybe they're just that fucking good. Like, I feel like I'm just dumb as shit whenever I like am under the influence, and I'm just I can't even like in my mind, I know in my mind it's worse than how it is in real life. I can't even like speak properly. Like, I don't like do everything how I should. Like, if I ever fuck up, like, I think about it so much more than I would if I just fucked up on a normal day. Like, if I fuck up on a normal day, I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. But if I fuck up anything while I'm under the influence, I'm like, why am I like this? Like, oh God, what is wrong with me? Like, yeah. That was a tangent, but anyway, this feels good to be high. I highly recommend it. It is a super fun song. It is an experience to kind of just like pick you up and like put a smile on your face, and it's all the feel good things that come with being under the influence. But anyway, yeah, that was Feels Good to Be High by Walk the Moon. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with another episode of Good Morning Soul, and until then, thank you for listening. You are the best, and with that, I leave you.